fundamentally, for companies, I still believe people is a competitive advantage. If we don't have a culture and you don't define the work structure in a way that optimizes what people bring, which is judgment, nuance, empathy, creativity, idea generation, we're going to miss out on the true value that this emerging technology can bring. Everybody knows AI is not new. Gen AI was a breakthrough. LLMs are a breakthrough. But a lot of this is still applying technology to what we already know. I think about Amazon back in the day. We're a bookseller. We're going to do what bookstores do. We're going to do it virtually. And then they evolved into a completely different business model. I'm still waiting to see a company that has this thought of, okay, I'm going to be more efficient. Now I'm going to evolve into a fundamentally different business model.
What's interesting about the Amazon model is it's well known now that Jeff Bezos had this broader vision, and he was savvy enough to realize that if he focused it on book selling, that he'd be able to build that infrastructure and then move into other markets. And I agree with you. It's not as clear to me that there are specific outcomes or business model transformations tied to this. Part of why I think there is probably less direct ROI in the short term than what we're hearing from AI advocates is that the data around misinformation and the lack of accuracy in these generative AI models is still pretty profound. Another piece of news around DeepSeek was that both OpenAI and Microsoft noted that DeepSeek made the same hallucinations as ChatGPT. It's one of the ways that they knew that this model was distilled. And according to a watchdog called NewsGuard, 10 of the leading chatbots collectively failed 62% of the time, and they continue to repeat false claims and offer non-responses. This decline in performance is the highest recorded fail rate since July 2024, and they attribute that to the fact that there are a lot of new features and enhancements that have been rolled out in a short period of time. The question I have more for the enterprise is, if all of this is foundationally tied to these models that ultimately can't tell you what is true or not, doesn't that inherently limit their application and their utility in the enterprise? Part of what you're saying with some of the incremental applications, the efficiency applications make a lot of sense to me. But the more transformative, we're not going to need any humans anymore, we're just going to have robots, feels like a limiting factor we are probably not going to hit with this technology. Now, there might be some other technology, or maybe we're careening into the Terminator. I don't know. I hope not. But it's possible. At the rate we are currently going, anything is possible.